For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, we are live and amplified. So let's get ready to podcast.
Fire it up.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I'm extremely tired, but I'm there. I'm here. I'm doing.
I bet.
How's everything going over in the UK?
Yeah, everything's going well. Pretty much all back to normal, really, with COVID. So I'm back to gigging now regularly, which is really good. And yeah, just carrying on with it all.
Nice. And how's the reception of your new single been?
Oh, it's been really good, actually. Thank you. So I released it a few weeks ago, for those who don't know. It's called Forever Hold My Peace. And yeah, it's been really great, to be honest. Like, people found it quite comical, the song, because it is quite comical, really. It's kind of a funny sort of song. So there's been some reviews about it and some podcasts as well. So everyone's been really nice about that one.
Awesome. I've had a chance to listen to it. It's a really awesome song. So I'm glad that you were able to get it out there. And so I'm really excited to see what you got coming up next. Speaking of which, what is kind of on the books for you moving forward?
Well, I have a few big gigs coming up in London in December. So there's one in Leicester Square, and I'm so excited because I haven't really performed much in London. I don't live too far away from London. I live like 2 hours away, but I've never really made my way over there with gigging. So I have a gig there December 9th, which I'm really looking forward to. And then I have a few other gigs as well around Southampton area and Salisbury. And then I've just got a load of new music that I'm getting ready to release over the next 3-4 months. So
Nice.
There's quite a lot happening at the moment.
Nice. And all the music's already recorded and what have you?
It is, yeah. Once like the restrictions sort of went away, we just recorded as much as we could in the studios.
Nice.
But
And
got quite
how is it getting back into the studios?
it's been really great. It's been really nice because there was quite a long gap between my last release, Cali Beaches, and then Forever Hold My Peace. I think it was about a 10-month gap.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was all because we couldn't get back into the studios. And so over the summer, I finally got to go back in. And it feels like a relief that we can finally get back in, because I've written all these songs throughout lockdown and haven't been able to record them. So it's really great to be back in the swing of things again.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a little bit since we've had you on the podcast. I think it was New Year's Day. Would you have been promoting Cali Beaches at that point, or would you have been promoting something else?
Yeah, Cali Beaches came out on New Year's.
Okay, gotcha. And so you guys went back into lockdown after that? Yeah,
we went back into lockdown like 2 days after you and I spoke.
Oh, wow. Okay.
For like 2 more months.
That's crazy.
It was great.
So crazy.
Yeah.
And so now you've just got a bunch of stuff that you're ready to release. What kind of went into the writing process and like just selecting what songs you wanted to record when you had the ability to?
So with Forever Hold My Peace, that was a song that I wanted to record for quite a while. And that was like the writing process of that one was like, I had a random dream about one of my friends marrying a psycho girl. And I was like, I'm going to write a song about this. This is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
And I thought it would just be really funny to sort of release that song because it's kind of serious, but also kind of not. So that was sort of why I wanted to record and release that, because it's not super serious.
Yeah.
And then with the next few songs I have, they are pretty serious. I won't lie. So I've sort of gone back to the singer-songwriter, emotional, oh God, woe is me sort of style.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's why I'm releasing the next 3 actually that I have ready.
Yeah, absolutely. And not to let the cat out of the bag, but we will have you on the podcast New Year's Day again this year. So I'm sure we'll have a whole bunch to talk about then, especially when I haven't been sleep deprived and all that fun stuff. So we'll see how it goes. So as far as recording, you've got your fresh batch. Where are you at, like, writing wise right now? Are you still writing, or where are you kind of at there?
Yeah, I'm writing quite a lot at the moment. Like for some reason, especially this past week, I don't know. You know when things just sort of happen and you just
Mhm.
kind of want to get it all down on paper. You have so much to say.
Yeah.
So I've been writing a lot recently anyway, but then this past week has been pretty mad. And then I've got a few people as well who want to co-write with me. So
Mhm.
I've been working on that as well. And I don't tend to co-write. I'm not very good at co-writing, to be honest. So that's been a new challenge for me, but it's been really fun. So that's what I'm working on as well.
Awesome. It's co-writing's an interesting thing. It's not for everybody, and it's good that you're giving it a shot, because there's definitely something to be gained from it. But if you'd mentioned that it's not really for you, or what is it about co-writing for you that, not that you don't like it, but yeah.
I think for me, like songwriting, it's a very personal thing.
Uh-huh.
And so when I'm writing songs, you just sort of have to like not dig deep into like all your emotions, but sometimes it is a bit like that. And when you're trying to find words to fit in with phrases, it can be awkward and it can be kind of embarrassing when you're trying to come up with something and it sounds so stupid, but you need to refine that line until it's right.
Yeah.
And also as well, I write songs pretty fast, like usually within 30 minutes. It's just, that's the way it sort of goes for me. So when it comes to co-writing, obviously it's a longer process and you have to think about things a bit more. And it's just never been something that I've been natural at doing. I have co-written in the past and it's gone really well.
Yeah.
But also it's just a challenge. I'm so used to writing by myself that like having someone else come in, it's like, oh my God, they're going to think my lyrics are so stupid.
So it's kind of, is it like a self-judgment type thing that you're worried about the criticism and whatnot?
Yeah, big time.
Gotcha. So let's kind of talk a little bit about the main reason why we're here, which is to help promote and raise funds for pancreatic cancer research and awareness. So my next question is, have you or your family had any dealings with cancer or pancreatic cancer specifically?
We have not pancreatic cancer, but other types of cancer before, and that was my grandparents. So I've seen how it affected my parents. So I'm so sorry for your loss as well. I'm really sorry.
Oh, thank you for that. Yeah, but it's one of those things where when my mom got sick, it was like, okay, I got to figure out how we can help so this doesn't happen again in the future, or at least make a little bit of a dent, I guess is the best way to phrase it. And so the podcast was definitely something that my mom enjoyed listening to. So I just figured, let's do this, and I'll torture myself for a few days and we'll go from there. So,
well, it's a really wonderful thing that you're doing.
Yeah. Thank you. And hopefully we can raise a little bit of money for some new grants and research and all that fun stuff. So, yeah. But to kind of swing back through, are you still planning on making a trip to Memphis? I know that was at one point something that you were wanting to do in 2022.
Yes, I am. I'm planning on it. And yeah, it should be a good one. I want to go out next summer. I want to go to sort of Nashville and Memphis. But also like, just because I want to go with my best friend pretty much. And she's never been to America. And so we're kind of trying to discuss, where should we go in the States, because she's not really into country music and stuff like that. So I'm thinking if I throw her into Memphis, that might be quite a lot for her. Yeah. So we're trying to figure out, should we try going to New York first and then the States and then sort of ease her into Memphis and Nashville? And yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah. Awesome. And, if you've never been to America, it could be a lot to take on, or at least digest all at once. You know, it's definitely one of those things where if you've never been, you want to ease yourself in is the way to do it, or way to say it, but you want to slowly immerse yourself. So
definitely. Yeah. And she's like, she really wants to go to sort of places like New York and California. And so I'm thinking we should probably do something like that just so she gets that experience. And then I don't know how long she's staying out there with me, but then I obviously really want to do my gigging and recording and writing in Memphis and in Nashville. And I've got some great friends over there now. So I feel like safe being around them, you know?
That's good. That's always good to feel safe in a place that you don't get to go to that often.
Yeah.
You know,
exactly.
And I know we've talked about this previously on one of the other podcasts that you've been on, but what is it about Memphis specifically? Because that seems to be like the constant one that comes up. What is it about Memphis for you that you enjoy?
Well, I first went to Memphis when I was about 13, and it was pretty much just driving through, staying over, and then leaving the next day. And then we went back the next year because we felt we had to see all the sites like, you know, Graceland and Beale Street. And then we went back the next year and we just sort of kept doing that. And then meanwhile, I was making all these new friends like Amber Ray Dunn. I think you had her.
Yep. We had her on yesterday morning.
Yeah. So I met her and I met all of her friends as well, who have just been really great to me. And, you know, they get me gigs and they really support me. And I think the people make the place. So before with Memphis, like maybe I wouldn't have gone back, but now I have these great friends there who I really love and I really miss as well, because I haven't seen them in so long, that they just make the place like wonderful as well. And that's why I really want to go back, because I love Nashville. I've been there quite a lot of times and that's, you know, the first place that I ever wanted to go, really. And I love that. But I've made all of my best friends in Memphis. So that's the place where I want to go. That's where I want to be.
Awesome. And Memphis, what is Memphis? Like 13 hours from me? I don't even think it's that far. So, like anytime I tell people that, it's like a huge shock, but it's like, no, it's really not that far. But I mean, being on the UK, what is it to? It's not even. How far is it to get from one side of the country to the other?
So I'm at the bottom. I'm in the south. So I think to get to Scotland, my friends did it the other day. I think it was like a day's trip, maybe like 8 hours or 9 hours or something like that. So they were dying though by the end of it. So you're saying 13 hours, like, it's no big deal.
Well, I mean, when I for whatever reason, I've recently started watching YouTube videos about how foreigners or people not from America kind of underestimate what America has to offer. And one of the big things was the distance and the time it takes to get to places. Because it's like, oh, it's just right there. And it's like, no, it's not just right there. It's, there's a little bit of effort that has to be made. So, but
it's great. Great country.
Yeah, for sure. So you get the new singles all recorded and releasing. Have you started selecting what's going to release when and dates and all that stuff? Or is that just still kind of being worked out?
Still kind of being worked out. I mean, I know the order of songs that are going to be released, so I know which one will be coming out next, but I'm not quite sure when. I'm thinking like maybe December time or something like that, but I don't have a set date yet.
Gotcha. Alrighty. Well, one of the things that we've been doing with everybody on the stream here is giving them one pull of the random question generator. So if you are ready, I have your question right here.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Do you prefer cute kitten videos or fail videos?
Oh, fail videos. That's so funny.
It is pretty epic. It's I don't know. Have you I'm sure you've seen the YouTube channel Fail Army.
Yes. Yeah.
So one of my big claims or one of when I was living out in Roswell, New Mexico, one of our big things that kind of happened organically was we were hanging out one 4th of July. And it was a group of friends of us. Like there was some drinking involved. I'm not gonna lie. And my buddy broke out his drone, his quadcopter drone deal, and we started attaching like different fireworks, like all the really like all these different fireworks on it. And he had the bright idea to take the drone off while we lit the fireworks on it. And so as we lit the fireworks, he went to go take off and the drone rolled over because the battery wasn't in all the way. So the second he took off, the little unbalance that it had, so the thing goes off and the fireworks start firing at all of us. And I'm sitting there right behind the truck with the camera rolling, and I'm watching him, pull the drone, try and put it back together while these fireworks are going off in his face. And I uploaded it to YouTube, and it got put on one of the fail army videos. So that was.
Oh my gosh, I need to watch that. I need to find it.
I could send it to you. I have it saved somewhere, so it's a.
Oh, do it.
I can send it to you. But no, that's fail videos are hands down the best part of the internet.
They're so good. I love them. They're so addictive as well. You start on one, and then you end up like in. I don't know. You end up watching it for 3 hours.
It's easy to get down a rabbit hole on those. It's very easy. So, but yeah. So as far as yourself, what's the rest of 2021 and early 2022 looking like?
So pretty much just releasing the next song and then gigging as well, really. So I have the London one in Leicester Square, and that's actually all originals. So that's something I'm really excited about, because you don't really get a lot of opportunities to play all original gigs in the UK, really. So that's going to be really fun. That's December 9th, and you guys can buy tickets for that I think it's on my Instagram, so there's like a link, but it's also on my Facebook as well. And that's all I've got planned for that, really.
Awesome. And just keeping it nice and simple, get through the holidays, and then we'll worry about 2022 as it comes. So I do have to ask, because when you recently graduated from school, right? June, something like that. And you had the Patreon thing up to fund some music videos. What's the current status of all those projects?
I'm so excited that you asked that, because I actually filmed the music video last week.
Nice.
It's it's still getting edited, but it should be out within a couple of weeks. So I'm so excited. But again, it got pushed back so much because of everything. But yeah, I'm so excited you asked that. Thank you.
Well, because it's so. What's kind of funny is when my mom got sick, and I ended up going down to Florida for a few months. I forgot to forward my mail down to my parents' address. And so I came back to they ended up moving all my mail into like one of the little package, so it's like a bigger mailbox, because in my apartment complex, not each door has its own mailbox. You have to go to like the community mail thing. And so they moved all my mail into like one of the package bins. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, I shouldn't have gotten that much mail. I don't get that much. And then I forgot, I just unconsciously forgot that you were sending me stuff every month. Like I'd gotten the first one, and I was like, okay, cool. And I just figured that was it. And then I came back, and there was like 3 other things from you in there. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And so now I'm trying to figure out what to do with them. Like I want to get them framed or something, but I haven't quite figured out what I want to do with them yet. So but then again, you also did inspire me to start looking at other musicians and seeing if they do like lyric sheets, because I thought it'd be kind of cool to have like just one wall where it's everybody's lyric sheets just like plastered on there. So it's like wallpaper almost.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be so cool.
Yeah, just like something like in a studio, or in like once I get to that point, that'd be kind of cool as well.
That'd be really cool. It'd be something different as well.
Yeah, for sure. But I do want to thank you so much for jumping on here. It's been an absolute blast. I can't wait to sit down and chat in real depth about everything you got going on with the new singles. And hopefully I'm not going to give anything away. Hopefully you'll have a new release ready to release that first day of 2022. But yeah, other than that, thank you so much. Thank you everybody for tuning in. If you're interested in donating to the Pancreatic Cancer Research Fund that we're doing for PanCan, the links are in the description below or in the comment thread. It is a pinned post. Nia, as always, it's an absolute blast. You've joined the elusive 3-timers club on the podcast. So that's
thank you so much for having me.
And I think you'll be the first person to join the 4-timers podcast.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not even going to be in 6 weeks. So that's awesome. But anyways, once again, thank you so much for jumping on. It's been an absolute blast. And we will see you in a few weeks, I guess.
Yeah, thank you so much for speaking with me, and I'll see you soon.
Yep. Have a good one. Bye.
And you. Bye.